Good morning. Good morning. This will be a microscopic examination of two slides, נדבר באנגלית בהתאם לסרטים האחרונים של מיקרוסקופיה. So after yesterday, we had like a little bit setback, even though not terrible one. Today was more like a slower day. I took the time to sleep a little bit more than before because I lacked hours of sleep, and also I tried to replenish the fleet, from all the those containers, and with all sorts of lightning and in several configurations, basically normal ones. So what we will do now is we'll just take a look at two slides that were taken, from actually from three. I mixed three spoons from the three containers. I mix it with a little bit of oil and just a little bit of water, and we'll actually take a look at that. It's a little bit diluted with oil and water, so we'll actually take a look to see what's going on. This was taken from here. So the reason for the dilution is because I just want to not only understand what's going on with the fleet, but also use this examination as a reference for another examination that will take hopefully very, very soon. So I want so it's important to use the same mixture to see what was the effect of the construction. So the idea basically is to try to use another approach for something that we've tried in the last couple of days in two ways, but actually we failed, which is to limit the energizing to specific, to a relatively small amount of mixture, in order to see if we can actually, maybe have more success, with just much less material than what we usually use. It failed because with fire, one time everything just pretty much dried, and the other time the same happened in the second time. So I thought maybe now we'll try something different, which is not to use a direct flame, but just cook it on the stove. Not for long, because we don't have much material here. I'm not sure, just a little bit. The bigger one. The other ones will be more symbolic, although maybe a little bit of energy transfer, but mostly symbolic. And maybe I'll just burn for a little bit, I use burning, inside. But mostly it will be a heat from the electric stove, and we'll try to do it in a way that it will not be burned, and then not for long, and then take another kind of estimation and see what happened. Again, the big one is the actual mixture that we test now, and the others are part of the symbolic construction. Okay, so let's take a look. Two slides. One colored with stain with the red earth in Y, and one without staining at all. We start with the stained one. 64 magnification. On the background, we can listen to the third chapter of the Mentat series, the 60s series, format השרון. Again, 64 magnification, pretty standard. Very nice mirror and big one. So we see tremendous amount of mirrors, actually smaller ones as well. I will zoom in just in a second. Yes, definitely good mixture, even though many are kind of duds, but certainly many smaller ones, and these, and also big ones. These are definitely not duds; they are real mirrors, and big ones. which is great. What a beautiful one. Yes. Nice. Probably many, these ones are not like, completed, but I mean, still nice. Nice. It's another beautiful one. And this is like a huge one actually. Very nice, very nice. Again, this is 64, so it's impressive. Okay, so before, I mean, it's excellent actually, and like even nice for maybe. So maybe we'll actually take like a cup of that and put it on the side, and if we ruin it, we'll have it like because I want to maybe continue with the Colosseum. The life forms like experiments, so we'll actually place like maybe a spoon of that on the side. We've done so a couple of days, 2 days ago, but I mistakenly just burned it completely. I so now I'll put it like in place that will it will not be mixed with the other containers. So before we're done with this one, let's just zoom in. Now this 160. Okay, nice. Very nice. Maybe also 600, just to get the hang of it. We don't see tremendous like amount of the very, very small ones actually. It's not a perfect mixture. Like if we would have seen like many more like very small ones, this would be a great mixture. It's not a great mixture, but it's a good mixture. It's a good mixture. We have small ones, we have big ones. We don't have the very small ones. Like okay, not a perfect mixture, but a good mixture. Okay, nice. Okay. And then let's very quickly review the second slide, which is not stained. '64 magnification. So very nice, about the same. Nice, actually nice. So it's about the same, both big ones, very big ones, all the small ones. This is a huge one, very nice. This is number 9, this is like a 9, like category 9. So this is like all dry here because, I mean, it wasn't like properly, uniformly created, the slide. So there are places like they're dead. Actually, sometimes, the staining actually helps because of the extra liquid, which dilutes the compound, but sometimes it needs to be diluted because you see here it's like too thick. So, I mean, it's just too thick for visual purposes, for visualization purposes. But we definitely have big ones, small ones. I mean, it's an excellent, mixture. So we'll, again, put it like a little bit on the side. And so this is 150 now. Interesting. Very nice. $160, 600. So again, I mean, it's difficult to kind of, to detect news like because of it's so dense, but I think to me that, I mean, the mixture, I mean, lacks like, the very, very small ones, like, in order to be a really diverse, mixture, like, but we still have, it's still like an okay mixture because of, the big, very big starships that are certainly there, and also quite a bit of like, the smaller ones. Okay, so let's, so that'll be all for now. I'll do this kind of, short electric stove like experiment. Then we'll take maybe 2 more, samples, and then we commence with the, the Colosseum, like the life forms, stage of our ongoing experiments.